Well, the verdict is in and the jury has spoken, and they have spoken in Cardi B's favor in her defamation case against one Tasha K. Now, I know a lot of y'all saw that video that Tasha K threw up, and she was talking about how she had been done wrong and she was going to get her revenge. Well, Tasha K, you know, you can fool some of those people that are over there at your page, but you're not fooling me, and that judge made his decision. Now, I'm going to say this to you guys, and I'm going to say it very clear so you can understand me. I remember when Tasha K did this. Now, if any of y'all not familiar with that, that's surviving Jaguar Wright. And Jaguar Wright being a fellow musician, and I would say mostly responsible for my career here on YouTube, I only found it adequate enough to speak about Jaguar Wright because Jaguar Wright, in my opinion, to this day, I still believe was done wrong. She was done wrong by, if many of y'all are not familiar with it, a 3-part series that was entitled Surviving Jaguar Wright. This series was put together in sporadic order by Tasha K right after shortly after she had interviewed Jaguar Wright, because at the time, about a year ago, Jaguar Wright was trending very heavily on YouTube. Now, some people will say, well, at the same time, Jaguar Wright was putting out salacious material herself. Well, the only difference is we haven't had anybody come forward and say that's not true. We haven't had anybody come forward and say that's not true. Therefore, at this moment in time, a lawsuit doesn't exist. Now, one of the big problems I had with Tasha K was Tasha K went along and got Jaguar's ex-husband, child's father, and her own child, Jaguar's child, to come on board and be part of this 3-point series interview. And I thought at that time it was sick. I said, who is this woman that has the audacity to go against Jaguar Wright, a woman that has sung in the lights next to Jay-Z and many other artists, The Roots, and so many others, household name out of Philly. And this woman, a vlogger who this started in 2015 in her bedroom, decided that she was going to grab this man and their child and bring them upon this 3-point show and basically show out for ratings, and well, not even ratings, because this is YouTube, for views and cash. Because she was charging people to come see this. You know, you got to pay for the production. And she was hoping she'd make a couple of dollars off to the side. Didn't work that way. A lot of people wasn't fans. And Jaguar went on for a couple of more months, and then subsequently she disappeared. And a lot of people since then have asked, hey, where's Jaguar? How come she hasn't come back? I don't blame her. I don't blame her. Once your favorite YouTuber gets involved, what I found what comes with Black and Latinos is they don't want to hear any type of reasoning. They don't want to hear any type of anything. They just succumb to whatever this person is saying. Like a little Booty, Tasha K. And they listen to Lil Booty, Tasha K. And everything that she says after that. In fact, after this woman has been convicted, after this woman has sat in court and said to the world, I lied because I wanted to get donations and money. I lied and made up stories on Cardi B and other people because I wanted to make money. Well, shouldn't we now question the fact of whether or not what she was saying about Jaguar Wright and what Jaguar Wright's husband was saying about her in front of that camera on part 1, 2, and 3? Do we now question Tasha K and ask, were you lying about this too? And I don't think it's too far to pander. I don't think it's too far to mention. I don't think it's too far to take a gander and think to ourselves, because like I said, one more time, we just saw a judge seal the verdict in a case about defamation against Tasha K. This ain't no shots at Tasha K. I'm just raising the question.